Okay, everybody's heard of the old adage, if it looks too good to be true, it probably is. Well, for my coin friends out there, and I've got a couple of you I know that are beginners and asking questions about stuff, and then top of the line, I'm not an expert. But at my age, I do have a pretty good idea of how to look at things and what to do. I've learned a few things, let's say that, okay? I've learned by my mistakes, and here's one that I want to pass on to you that I learned early back starting out with this. Now, before I do, please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And to repeat myself, this is just the winter version. We're getting into coins and everything more because I can't get out right now, and I've got a few things going on that will keep me back. But don't, we'll get past that. Get out, back out into the woodworking and metal detecting and all kinds of other good stuff outside too when the time comes. But first off, I want to show you something here. Now, a little disclaimer: the website that I'm looking at, it's not their fault. They're just selling these things. And I'll try, actually, you want to keep their name out of it because I don't want anybody blaming them. It's not them. It's just one of these websites that's popped up trying to make some money, I guess. It's kind of like an eBay, Amazon knockoff, and they're just out there trying to do business. But the people who do business on some of these sites are not necessarily the people you want to deal with. Example. Here is some of that things that I've seen on here, and in the coin area, I just did a search for coins, and there are 999 plus results on coins. Here is a perfect example, something that looks like could be a good deal. Coin lot of 8. Slabbed means that they're in their in cases. They have been certified by somebody. At first look, 8 nice looking coins. One of them here is even a steel penny. But then you get into looking at them individually. Now, 1943 Lincoln steel penny, emergency issue. Well, World War II emergency. Well, yeah, that's what steel was about. It's not an emergency so much, but they needed the copper for the war effort, and so they made them out of steel. It was a lot cheaper and easier. 2013 D nickel. Brilliant uncirculated. Okay. 2012 D dime. Brilliant uncirculated. Looks a little dirty to me. And cockeyed, laid in there, cockeyed, a 1972 D Washington quarter. MSD 70. Okay, if you say so. 2010 P Jefferson nickel, brilliant uncirculated. These guys, notice the name on the top of this. They are considered, it's the International Numismatic Bureau. Pretty impressive name. It's called, or considered, a third-party grader, TPG. There are many of them out there. I won't say many. I'd say there's quite a few out there, and they have no reputation, and the majority of them have no idea what they're talking about. These coins, with the exception of the penny, the rest of these coins can be found in any bank roll. You can go and buy a roll of dimes and get these 2010 Ps by the roll full. So obviously, buyer beware. Let's see, where was I? Looked up, if you Google or Yahoo or whoever that you want to use, when you're looking for things like this, keep an eye out, check out who's doing it. Some people call these scam artists. Others say, you know, they have no idea what they're talking about. Others say that they've been scammed or frauded. You know, basically, if something is out there for sale, like this Buffalo nickel, also graded by International Numismatic Bureau, called an Indian Head Buffalo Nickel 1913-1938. In other words, they have no idea what they're talking about. They don't put anything, there's no other anything on there. And the owner found it. Here's it. Okay, yeah, that's right. So they got it in there cockeyed, displayed wrong. And the owner found it to be, let's see, what do they call it here? I forgot where I read that. Let's see where that's at. Oh, here. It's actually a 1923 P, and they suppose that it is a mint grade of good. So I don't know how much this fellow paid for this, or person paid for it, but that's just, you know, that's what you got to look out for. So again, guys, buyer beware, be real careful, investigate everything, make sure you check out what you're looking at, who's doing it, who says what. If you only have seconds to bid on something, it's probably, if you're not real sure about it, it's probably better just to leave it alone. But if you got any time at all, look into it and see what you can find. See who's doing it, who's talking about it. Research as much as you can about it. The internet is full of information, good and bad. Scammers and people who really are doing what they're supposed to be doing. So check out, look at the reviews and so forth. Again, buyer beware. Just be careful what you're doing there, guys. And if you're new at this, take your time and learn it. Not hopefully by mistakes, but just, take your time and figure out what you can do. If you got a question, I'll be happy to answer if I can. And I have plenty of research and plenty of places to look at. I've mentioned before, I get on to a place called cointalk.com. Real nice people, very informative, very helpful, and I like them. I'm not just promoting them for anything, but so far they've helped me out a lot. I like to be on there and talk to the people on there, so that might be a place to start. Okay, don't forget, like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you next time.